Now, the private sector should enhance their commitment to support climate adaptation in light of frequent droughts. Global Centre Adaptation Food Security Program lead Oluyede Ajayi is urging the private sector to increase investments in green bonds.
Africa faces a funding gap of $41.3 billion for climate adoption initiatives that experts say can be bridged by the private sector.
Some of this private sector have installed equipment. They have set up factories like agro-processing factories, right? Enterprises. They rely on agricultural production for the raw materials. So if climate change impacts on productivity and the productivity is low, that means the opportunity for this private sector and the machinery that they have installed to be able to get raw materials to continue to run their industries will be impacted as well.
So far, Africa requires $52.7 billion for climate change adoption, with donor funding inflows currently at 53% of this amount. To achieve this, experts want the pricing of carbon credits streamlined to incentivize alternative climate financing.
Because if you do it and farmers, for example, sequester quite a lot of carbon, they cannot eat it. So how do you negotiate the price? Okay, so how do you ensure that the price is stable? So farmers make informed decision, or whoever is planting, make informed decision and say, okay, this is what I expect as the amount of carbon, and this is the amount of what it translates to in terms of Kenyan shilling.
Africa contributes 4 to 5% of total carbon emissions. As such, experts opine that focus should be laid on climate adoption and not focusing on reduction of emissions into the environment. Kenya is among African countries to receive $25 billion to go towards climate change adoption and mitigation from the Africa Development Bank and other development partners.